Good morning from Ryvoan Bothy, where I've just spent the night. Walked in last night under moonlight, which was truly enchanting, it really was. And spent a rather cold night in the Bothy here. It's really well equipped, quite cosy. I had it to myself, but to be honest, I'd be thankful for a few other bodies because it was quite nippy last night. I found myself really quite cold. But hey, I got through fine and glad for it. Just come from a conference, the Ministries training thing, which is what I'm doing at the moment, and got some folks to drop me off at Glenmore Lodge, and on the way up we were reflecting about that verse from the Psalms, eye to the hills will lift my eyes, and just how actually it can be interpreted two different ways about what we're talking about with the hills. One would be that they're looking to Mount Zion, kind of God's dwelling place, and looking at that as a place of refuge and all those things. Or either when looking to the hills, actually it was a place where danger lurked, and that would be because they're proclaiming that their help comes from the Lord, so even though they might face adversity. I kind of see the arguments for both, but actually walking in last night under the cover of moonlight kind of resonated with both. You see, I was able to be really close and reflect on God a lot, just in terms of seeing the hills in all their beauty, but just with moonlight, and then stopping by the Green Loch, which was just glorious. I tried to take some pictures, but it didn't work. But then also it was quite intimidating, walking along, not quite knowing where your footing is, double checking with the map, making sure everything's right. I did find it a wee bit scary, but intimidating, especially since it's the first time I've properly done night navigation. But I find it fine, and I'm glad to be here. And it just reminded me of the latter part of Psalm 121. Verse 5 says, "The Lord watches over you. The Lord is your shade at your right hand. The sun will not harm you by day, nor the moon by night." With the moon lighting my way, I made it to this fine bothy where I found my refuge for the night. I'm glad of it. I'm looking forward to a day's walking.